Well, the rain has finally decided to hold off. However, it looks like it's just about to rain a little bit later today. But we're gonna kind of disregard that for now. S12 time for a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and do the whole battery relocation kit type deal. I don't have the battery yet because the battery that came in the car is pretty dead, and it just doesn't hold charge anymore at all. So we're gonna get going on this whole thing for today. I'm gonna start from basically the front of the car, move my way back, go across the whole motor, make sure everything there is all set. I'm gonna hop underneath the car once more, make sure everything's tight, install a speed sensor, connect this drive shaft to the diff, and just make sure everything under there is nice and buttoned up. Good to go. Then we can lower the car, fill it with fluids, and wait for a battery, and then we'll start this thing up. Now I actually have a video like on a whole how to relocate your battery in like 5 minutes. So it's a super quick, easy video. It's actually a whole lot simpler than you guys think. First off though, we're gonna try and figure out a spot to get all this stuff, by the way, will probably be in the description. So if you guys are trying to do like some of this stuff, it just makes it a little bit easier, you know, as far as a whole. Still need a battery box, and you could use a fuse breaker. I actually have one. I'm gonna ask Code if he wants me to use it for him. I actually forgot to buy one for his, so but I'm thinking somewhere probably down there as far as the fuse distribution block, somewhere down here, maybe around here. We'll figure it out. Alright, so fast forward a little bit and we've made some progress. Now I've done a few things off camera. I was messing with, funny enough obviously, there was a stripped thread on the bella housing of the tranny for the slave cylinder. So I had to tap it, I had to helicoil it, and now we're good under there. So that took way longer than anticipated. Have our wire, our 0 gauge wire, going down through our engine grommet down there. It's hard to see, coming all the way down through the side of the car, and there it is, right there. We have the power to the starter going, all hooked up to our distribution block down there. The main power for the fuse box and all the accessory stuff. So that we're gonna chop these off, just hook up basically a wire connecting all these wires together, and then we'll take that to our distribution block. It is absolutely freezing today. It's probably like 40, you know, at best right now. I'm so over this cold, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, she's essentially 99% done. Just have a little wiring to complete right here. Fill it up with fluids, hook it up to power, and strictly speaking, we gotta do our grounds, but that's all easy stuff. So, in a sense, we're making some pretty epic progress here. Alright, well I believe I'm about to make what is my last and final run to any auto store or hardware store for the old S12. I have a list on my phone of what I need. So, what do you just say? We hopefully get everything, and then we don't have to make any more trips. Hopefully, we get this thing started today. Right, we got ourselves the package, battery box, and we have a little oh, you know what I forgot? 3/4 hose. Gotta go back. I got her. I don't even know if I'm gonna need it, but it was only like $1, so just in case. Oh, almost fell in there. We also made a quick pit stop at the old Home Depot. Picked up some longer self-tappers and some hardware for the exhaust manifold, which I guess we'll do that now quickly. I did forget one thing, you know what I mean? You know, that's just, of course, I forgot the drive belts. I even wrote it down. I don't know how I didn't see that. Man. And of course I only had 7 bolts when I need 8. So, you know. It's all good though. A little washer first. You know. A little washer. Alright, so I'm here working on the S12, continuing the progress. I just undid the drain plug for the tranny. And look what's attached to it. Do you guys see that? Like, this is how it pulled out of the motor. Just like this. I don't know what this is. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. I don't think it's supposed to be picking up pieces. I've never seen this before. Also, just because I don't think I gave you guys a final kind of look at my whole battery relocation type deal. So there right there is the distribution block. Pardon all the wires and stuff like that. This wire right here, that's going to our thermostat for the fans, or excuse me, our relay. This right here is our main power to our fuse box harness, and this right here is our starter. This right here is our main power coming from our battery. So now as we come, you know, I have it nicely routed along the sides here. Coming to the back, we have our battery box, you know, bolted to the floor, and then we also have our we have a power. This is our power post. It has a little bit of a distribution block here, just in case you want to run a little bit more power, you know, off this. We have our main power coming into this little breaker, and then basically once we flip this switch, pink up, and then that's going to give us full power. Right now we have 0 power. We have our grounded, and as you guys can see, you know, nice little C clamp to keep it all nice and clean. But that's basically the relocation. We have our lid for the battery here. Strap looks good. Now there is one final little thing I have to do, is just hook up some wires from the ignition here, but I haven't been able to find a like color schematic. The black and yellow one I've figured out to come to be like the start for the motor, so I got that one figured out, but I have to figure out which one is on and accessories. So we'll do that. Take those wires over to the ECU area, hook them up to the ECU, some 3 separate wires, I'll let you guys know, and then essentially we should be good to go to start the key. So I'm thinking, you know, we might as well just kind of just see how it goes. And you know, I've been talking to Cody. Me personally, like, broken metal pieces scare me a little bit, but he, you know, he's fine. You can just say we just, you know, start it, see how it goes, and if there's a problem we'll just shut her down. But worst comes to worst, we'll grab a new one. But you know, we'll just see how she goes, firing her up, and see how she sounds as she is. So see what she does. Alright, well, I guess it's time to give power to the S12. I'm guessing all we have to do is just flip this switch. Hey! She's got power. That breaker's pretty epic. You know? Am I right? Wow. It's always nice, like, hitting the power switch is like giving her life, you know? I'm gonna break out my multimeter, make sure there's power where there needs to be power, and I'm gonna go ahead and use it to figure out which color wires are what. There we are, on the ignition, because I need to figure out which one is on. So easy stuff, but you know, good skills to have.
Key is in the ignition. Key is in the ignition.
That's because I put it there.
Key is in the ignition.
This is gonna get old.
Key is in the ignition.
What? Stop, why are you lying? Alright, so what I was able to find out is, I'm hitting the mic, I'm sorry. What do we got here? This black and white wire right next to the starter wire right here, the black and yellow, this black and white one, that we see on power. So basically whenever the key is on, that's going to be on. Basically the power to the coil will be there, going to the ECU, and some other little stuff. So just 2 wires, really easy. So once we get those 2 connected up, we could essentially turn the key and hopefully she fires up. Alright, what do you guys say? Should we see if she fires on up here? Alright, so I forgot if we have to use the clutch or not. As for now, I'm just not going to use it.
Key is in the ignition.
What does that mean? I'm a noob. Check this out. Maybe if the coil had power, let's see how this helps. I think this may help us, guys, you know? Hooking up the distributor might help us. You getting fuel? Sounds like we might not be getting fuel. I found our problem. We are getting absolutely 0 go-go juice. Well, I've realized that I completely forgot to wire up the fuel pump for this whole system because nothing really works together anymore as far as the ECU and just talking to everything. I'm gonna go to Home Depot, get some stuff, get some supplies. I also have to go and ship some parts out. Can't wait to be just dailying that thing, man. Yeah, very, very soon. Once this is fired up, next up on the priority list. It's so nice out today. T-shirt, you know what I mean? Wind is down. Now it's gonna be in the S13, making a lot of turbo noises. RB. As Monkey London would say, nom nom. God, what a gorgeous day. We'll pack up some stuff. Alright, well, we are back, and I'm pretty sure I have everything all good to go. It took me a second to find like all the factory fuel harness stuff. It's oddly like under where the map is. So that's done. I just kind of stuck the relay right there. This is the one, and we have all of our stuff going together. And then basically right now, I'm just kind of having a test scenario. Just want to see if it's actually pumping fuel or not. So let's kind of see how she does. We're gonna flick the battery on, prime the system. Alright, so we'll just essentially put it in a spot where it should prime. Nothing. Gentlemen, looky what we have in here. That'd be some go-go juice, boys. So it works now. I don't know what I didn't change. Like at first it didn't work, and then all of a sudden I literally just unplugged the ECU, took out the battery, well, detached the battery, and she primed up. So let's see if she fires. I guess we'll give her the jammy, give her the business. It's gonna be loud. I know it's gonna be loud. Alright, well, I'm a straight up noob. I found our problem. I disconnected like an 8-pin connector down there. There's half of it. And where's the other half? Where is it? There it is, right there. Those two need to go together. Then it should start. Oh my god. Okay. Battery on. Alright, now we should be good. This should fire up. Okay. This is it.
Key is in the ignition.
Okay. At least it's cranking now. Why isn't it firing? Yep, okay. Definitely can smell gas now. Right, okay then. So that's gonna be it for this one. We just tested for spark and we got like nothing. The coil is seeing 12 volts of power with the key on and in the starting cranking position. So I don't think there's a problem with that wiring. So I'm just gonna, I guess the next video we'll be troubleshooting and get this thing started. So make sure you guys tune in for the next one. I'll catch you guys later. S13's next. You won't want to miss any of that stuff. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Later.